wanted the best, you got the best. The hottest podcast in the world, from the dungeon, with your hosts, Mark A. Bernardo and Dee Rotten. Don't miss out, cause you will be left out.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Yo, welcome. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bring it to Halloween.
It was one of the Halloween there.
Welcome to episode 10 from the dungeon. We're here with ThunderBeaver this week. Finn, guitar player.
Yo.
Dee, vocalist.
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
Good. How you, man?
Good. Dee Rotten in the house.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Makes it all possible. Thanks for that new intro.
No problem.
Sweet.
Super dope.
Sweet.
Now, thank YouTube for giving us free music.
Hell, yeah, no problem, man.
YouTube is
Oh,
great for that.
spreading it around, man. And these days, you just got to get it out there.
Exactly.
Everybody's helping everybody out.
Awesome.
Trying to.
What's going on, dudes?
Nothing much, man. You know, jamming, playing, doing the same stuff, you know.
Got a
Running
show
around.
coming up? Got a couple shows lined up?
Yes, we do. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, we got a couple gigs
Talk to
coming
them.
up.
Put them
man.
out early. We'll let everybody
All
know
right,
early.
yeah, we'll put them out a couple times. Well, we'll be at in May 26th at the Stanhope House. We're going to be doing a veterans benefit. It's an all-day thing, so we go on sometime in the evening, but not too late. But it's going to be an all-day from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to late at night.
Nice.
So
So
that's the
that's what kind of
26th.
thing?
Veterans, for the veterans benefit for them or whatever it is that they're, I think it's for their helping them out for homeless or whatever it is that they're promoting for. So we're on that. And then we're going back, we're playing finally in New York City. It's been a while for us, and we're going to be playing at Pianos on August 18th. And
Great.
that time, we're not sure, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock-ish around there. And we're just waiting to hear what other bands are going to be on the bill, and we'll be promoting these shows later on. But that's what we got going on right
Nice.
That's fucking dope.
We've
Yeah,
seen you
yeah.
already. You guys rock, dude.
now. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
I got one thing to say though, man.
Yes, sir.
I didn't like you when I first heard about you guys.
Okay.
Why not?
Because I was in Dark Matter and we were trying to get booked on that same show for the Pearl thing.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, no, we got ThunderBeaver. I was like, fuck is ThunderBeaver? What the fuck, man?
Fuck that
But then when I went to
ThunderBeaver.
the show, I was like, oh, man, these motherfuckers rock. You won me over that night, bro.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
guys
good.
won me
I was
over.
there. I saw your face.
Ah,
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
I didn't even know that story. I didn't
Yes.
even know that
Yeah.
that was going
I
on,
went,
man.
I went in and I was like, oh, let me see these fucking guys. And I walked in, I was like, shit, all right. I was digging the guitarist, and I was like, dude, this guy's like Chris Cornell. I'm in. Let's
Right.
roll.
Oh, that's good,
Drinking
man.
beers, and I was just like, I'm kicking back and listening to this.
Awesome.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I wish you could have still played anyway. I don't know why.
To tell you the truth, you were the only fucking band I stayed in there for.
Oh, all right.
They were
wow.
out the band, I went outside drinking.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool, man. A negative turns into a positive. That's always cool, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun gig.
It was, man. The end of an era over there for that one,
great.
man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Joe's been, doing his thing there for a while. I hadn't been in that place in a long time, man. I haven't been over there in a while, so it was kind of cool. And it was nice that he invited us, So it turned out to be a
Yeah,
good
and
night.
it was like he finally got it down. They had the lounge area
Oh,
upstairs
yeah.
on outside, and then it has to go.
Dude, he
you know?
closed down
It
for
was
like, what-
bad.
what
I
he
know the
closed down?
roof.
Yeah, it was like it was good. It was awesome. I mean, it was always good playing.
Yo, how
there.
long was he there? 20 something? How many long?
Like
20?
29 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a long
That's a
time.
long run, man.
It is.
That is a pretty good long run.
And he had 3 other studios going on in between. So
Yeah.
he'd call me and go, "You need me? If not, he'd be up at Union City, and then he'd go to Manhattan.
Right,
And come
yeah, I
back. And
remember
this
the
would be the
Manhattan
last
one.
drop on the way back.
No, Joe's a hustler, man. He's
hustler.
always been hustling, man. He's a hustler.
HUSTLER.
He's OG JC, man.
Yeah.
OG JC, man. He's always out there.
Yeah, it was a great studio, great place. A lot of people playing there. A lot of history there. It was-
Yeah,
That
you were
motherfucker
in
was-
4 bands as that place, right? As this place spun.
As
in
that place-
21 years?
yeah.
it was probably
Maybe
more
more.
than 4. Yeah,
That's
it
great.
was just,
Well, yeah, you were there. When I first started going there, you were one of the bands. I was like, oh, you in the Hoodless.
yeah.
And I was like, dude, these are like the only few bands that were actually had rooms in there. I was like, dude, those are the elite. we can't fuck with them guys. They're the elite.
Yeah.
They're in home turf.
There's only 4 bands with monthlies, and they were a little more than the daily rental people.
Yeah,
They were
the-
a little different, more shine there.
Yeah, the
Everybody
Hoodless cats have been with him for like 29 years.
Yeah.
That's as long as
Well,
he's been there.
back then, man, we were there like 4 times a week. I don't know. I don't even know how many hours we were just always there.
Yeah.
It was a really good place. I got my car towed there.
Oh, I was there.
Kevin got his car towed.
That
there,
was
too.
almost your whole band.
Yeah, almost everybody.
I saw cars being towed and went, oh no, and ran inside and they were recording. And literally, like, one already was gone. And the other guys was getting his towed, and then he was caught up to him, and it was some kind of.
We were on the roof, in the roof room up there.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Clear as day, dude.
Yeah, and then Kevy Kev was on the hood of the tow truck screaming. Yeah, my car was already gone.
Yeah,
so.
all right. Yeah, no, that dude was taking all 4 of your cars, man.
Yeah.
He was rolling
Wait,
around. I caught that.
Where'd you guys park across
They
the street?
parked.
Yeah.
They parked a lot.
And we had done that for years, and nobody.
Now, weird things start happening once in a while. I was like, what's going on here?
It was weird stuff. And then the tow truck guy was calling for backup. So, like, 5 other tow trucks pulled up.
Yeah,
and
it was weird.
Yeah, it got a little dicey. And then
They had maneuvers going on.
Yeah, I had to go all the way down to Communipaw and a sketchy ATM to get cash to pay for my car. And it was like 2 in the morning.
Welcome to Jersey City, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
And my
Old
car
school.
was under a blanket all the way in the back. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Is
They
my
painted
car?
it a different color.
Yeah, almost.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that.
Fun
That's
times,
what-
fun
You're
times.
not the only band. That was many of those, man.
Oh,
It was definitely cool to be in. I haven't been in the building in a long time, and it was cool. And everything was basically the same, man, except that rooftop was nice, and when we recorded in there, it was nice. It was cool.
Whatever happened to the picture of the SS Pearl?
That's around. It's in the dungeon.
Oh,
It's in the dungeon.
that is.
Literally.
It's in the
You saw
vault.
it.
Yeah, it's under, it's
The,
under, it's
the
under
one
under this
across from the
building.
bathroom, right?
Yes.
I looked at it 2 weeks ago. I saw it.
Oh man, that has to be preserved.
It
'cause
is.
That just
it
has.
is. It's just like
You got to bring that out and hang it up here.
it's got graffiti,
Yeah.
and there's actually people drew like little characters on it in the island in the back.
And the little shark.
And Joe
that's
just
going
picked that
around.
up from the garbage.
That was awesome.
Like Joe saw that and one day, and like next thing you know, it's the picture near the bathroom.
It was
That sounds right. That sounds
That's
the way
how
it
it
should
goes.
be.
Things,
Yeah.
right?
That's
It
the way
was-
it
Pick
should
something
be.
up.
It was just like art that just created itself. Every week it would change. There'd be like another guy on an island help, and then a little shark.
Somebody
was,
wrote stuff. Yeah.
the SS Pearl.
No, somebody drew SWAT stickers. We had like a Nazi band there, and I got real pissed. I was telling Joe. So, like, it was near the bathroom somewhere, and the only thing I could do, I looked at it, instead of, like, Xing it out, is I put, like, a head on it and a guitar, so it
So it's
kind of
like a
looked like a guy jamming. And I went, that's all I could do for a swastika. Yeah, somebody was doing, like, swastika art all of a
Nah,
sudden.
but you know,
I had
there's
those Nazi
it's usually
bands,
always
man.
like, nah. I mean, I would just see like young dickheads.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I'll put a swastika, I'll be a dick.
Yeah,
you know?
You can't
No, I
have
had
my
literally
shit.
Nazi. I had Nazis in there, dude.
I mean, I've never seen a
It's
Nazi. I would
crazy.
say this: I've never seen a Nazi in Jersey City in my life.
The dude had on Aryan wear. He went, let me borrow your scissors. He was cutting something off his boot, and the back thing was Aryan wear,
How
like
the-
a loop.
I didn't
And
know
I
they
went,
made
how-
Aryan
I'm like, well, I
wear.
didn't know they were a
How the
publicly traded
fuck did he-
company.
How did he survive walking through fucking Jersey City like that?
There's a few back in the day, man. There's a couple of these
I'm
guys
talking
back in the day.
2000s though. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
2005 and 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, there was a band coming there, and they were like,
Not the hood
They were like-
motherfuckers would have killed him, bro.
they were
Really, right?
actually South American Nazis.
That's a
some
stupid-
fake shit, man.
That's just stupid.
South American.
You
Nazis?
can't, man. I would have
Yeah.
slapped him, bro.
They were
You
like a
dumbass.
Latino, or also Paraguayan type dudes, like
Wait,
whatever
wait,
they
wait.
were, and they were all.
Was it Combat 49 or something like that?
It was those two dudes. I can't remember their names.
I know
They
it was-
played with
Let's
a bunch
just
of our
say
friends.
that's just retarded.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe if they were
Nazis.
from Argentina, maybe their grandparents escaped.
There was,
you know?
dude. It's one of those. It's like that. I actually looked it up and I was like, oh, there's this whole Latin Nazi thing. But
Yeah, Mengele.
couple
and all
of
that
the
stuff.
kids were at Pearl Studios, banging their heads and
Good lord.
burning the carpet.
Where are they today?
Yeah, you know, they're with a tie on, working in Manhattan, sucked
Probably,
it up
right,
like
right.
everybody else did, whatever they were doing.
Right.
Oh my god.
So tell us what else is going on in your world. How's your record?
We made an
Just an EP?
We made an EP, and it's got 4 songs on it, and it's just titled ThunderBeaver. We did it. It's been now how long? About a year? It's a year, more than over
Maybe
a year.
Yeah.
We've been pushing it and giving it to people, and it's a great start, and it's good songs. Brian, our bass player Brian, did a real good producing on it, and we did it ourselves. Yeah, everybody, you do it yourself now, man.
That's right.
Brian, he's getting that. He's got it down now, and it's a very decent sounding for a little demo for EP. You know what I mean? And it's done what we needed it to do, and we're still pushing it now. We're going to be recording again in the next couple of months. So,
Couple of weeks,
Yeah, a
actually,
couple of
yeah.
weeks. We got some new songs. Brian already has the system down, so it'll be a little quicker, and this and that. And then all we're doing is pushing to try to find, just somebody wants to get involved with it. You know what I mean? And there's so many bands now, and it's not as easy. You know what I mean? So
Very hard.
it's just going out there, and the thing is trying to play some good selective shows and getting people on board. You know what I
I
mean?
want to
That's
see you
the
guys
thing.
at an outdoor festival thing type fucking.
No,
you know,
seriously.
Me too.
Me too.
You know what I
so
mean?
if you can make that
That's
happen,
the type of
you're
shit
with
I'm
us.
looking for. You know, these food truck fests now with
Yeah,
50,
yeah,
100
we're trying
bands.
to-
I saw
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You X out those couple of the cover bands on the side and throw in some more local bands to play their original music. That's
Yeah,
my opinion.
That would be great, man. Yeah, well, just got to get people on board with it. That's all, man. You know what I mean? Our band is that the thing is that once we do what we do and we get the shot, people are like, oh, okay, like you said, you never heard us.
No.
You saw us for the first time. You were pissed, and you like, oh, yo, these guys are good. Like I
Exactly,
said,
yeah.
So we need to get people just to see us either live. The demo is good, but people hear music all day long. It's live.
No, you guys are totally different than your demo.
Right.
Totally fucking
Right.
different, bro.
So that's the thing is, you know what I mean? It's seeing the band live and experiencing it, and that's what separates bands. That's the only thing that does separate anybody nowadays. If people like what they see live or they feel the music and they feel what you're doing, they're gonna be like, oh, these guys are different than everybody else. They're not just playing songs; they're up there doing something. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
How do you become the strong arm to get these dudes like bands like this to play like I want them playing here and that's it? That's what's up. That's what I want. That's my next move. Is like, what's up to stupidity? What's up? Like these bands should be playing. somewhere.
Like I said, they need to. I'm
Where
sorry,
we need
in
to
my
be
opinion,
placed and
kill cover bands.
Yeah, cover
Yeah.
bands
Kill
is
the cover bands, dude. Sorry.
yeah, cover bands have definitely thrown everything for a loop. You know, it's like
everyday bar band,
Like
cover
he's-
band.
the
like
same
he's-
40 songs.
Like you said, the fucking nerds. How long have the fucking nerds been around?
They've been
bro?
around forever.
You know?
They play Radio City.
Yeah. A
Really?
fucking cover band playing.
They're playing at some food truck festival in my town. We were just talking about the nerds a little while ago. They've been out for years.
The thing is, you
Yeah,
know,
ever.
I ain't got no hate though. They're doing what they're doing, man. Hey, I
Yeah, you
give
gotta
more
make a
power
living.
to you. You know what I mean? If they're doing what they're doing,
A lot of those 9-to-5ers need that.
You
and
know?
a place
Yeah,
to
but-
just
but-
drink and listen to
Yeah,
covers
but
too, though. There's that world of that.
You're making a buck off of somebody else's fucking
is
shit when you got other bands out there who got original shit that want to make
That's-
the buck.
this
Well,
is
yeah.
this is the truth. Like I said, we can make a cover band us and probably get gigs at bars and get paid and make 100 and something each when we walk out. But
No.
we don't. You know, it's. I've been in cover bands. I was in Slip, the AC/DC tribute band. I did it for a little bit. I made a couple of dollars, and it was okay. But it's just.
It's not
You're,
like
you're
originals,
basically
right?
you're just a human jukebox. That's all you
Yeah.
are, man.
Exactly.
And it's people that don't want to do the whole thing and live it. You know, and I understand that. Some people are just like, I just want to play on the weekend, have fun. I want to play. Hey, man, no more power to you.
I'm not not built like that. I
Yeah,
don't see that
yeah,
as fun.
Yeah, but some people do, man. I'm around a lot of people that they can't do the real life of it, you know, or they did it and they just want, but they still want to play, and they're like, well, my music ain't gonna do nothing, so let me play somebody else's music.
Well, yeah,
Everybody loves it because they know the songs. They get a couple bucks. They got beers. They feel like rock stars. on
Everybody
the-
else is drunk though, and they're like,
Yeah.
they'll take it, whatever.
Yeah,
They're like,
that's
they're
true.
the best band in the world.
Yeah, no, this is the truth, man. But this is-
And when you're doing original music, I mean, you know, you're putting your shit out. I mean, that's you.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Just did it.
Like if people say to you, "Oh, that sucked," then you're like, "Well, fuck," you know, I
Right.
suck. You know, I mean, it's you know, to do a cover song. Yeah, you know, I listen to it over and over, just play it, and some of these guys go like note for note, like
Right.
you know, oh, I heard a little.
I like when somebody puts a spin on something.
Yeah, me
like
too.
When
I
somebody
like
hit
that too.
tops or acoustic. You know, you got
Right.
ways of doing it, but yeah,
I remember playing
exactness.
up in Rhode Island one time with a band that played with us. They were called Flock of Assholes, right? And they did and they did all this 80 music, right?
Right.
But they took it and they like heavied it up, and it was kind of cool, you know. It was like different. It's like, okay, I can get behind that, you know. Like that's there's a touch of originality in it. It's not just straight covers,
No.
but yeah, some of these guys are just like, you know, oh, that note is not on the record. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like pulling it apart like it's some kind of mystery or something.
Right.
It's just
like,
it's-
relax, dude. We already passed that note.
Yeah.
On the next one.
Yeah, you know, and when you learn covers, I've always noticed, like, if I ever learn a cover, I'm always like, that's it? I'm like, well, you know, there's no,
Right.
No, I can't do covers, man. To me, it kills the mystery.
I'm too lazy.
It kills the mystery. I'd rather see the band.
No,
Yeah.
it's true. But like I said, I've been on the other side of it, and I try to understand it. And it's just some dudes, they just want to play, and they're like, well, I can't play my music. Nobody cares. I'll play somebody else's and be cool. You know what I mean? So
Right, you can't
I
kill
get
them
it.
for
You
that,
know,
though.
I get it. I get it. But it makes it harder for original music. But that's the thing. If everybody could, you know, there's a lot of people that do it, but there's a certain bunch of people that don't do it no more. You know, it's how long? Listen, we've been doing it a long time. We still do it. So that shows, you know, it's your passion. It's what you're gonna do, no matter what. You're gonna do it anyway. So that's how I feel about it.
Well, now that you guys said you guys been doing it, let our fans know where you guys came from. A little bit. None of our fans know who you guys are.
You go first.
You
know?
You go ahead, man.
There's a little where you guys
Wait,
came
before
from.
you go, pass me that bottle opener so I can open up my beer.
There you go. bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Poochie. Go ahead.
I'm gonna open up my banana.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm from Union City. That's where I grew up. That's where I started playing over there. A friend of mine, Robert Ludlow, I started learning how to play through him. That guy he must have taught, I don't know how many people he taught how to play guitar and start off. He passed away a couple of years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I played in his band Midian way back in the day.
Yeah, I remember them. They're bad, hardcore.
We did, it was all like thrash, it was triple picking, staccato.
It was during the thrash metal era,
It was
baby.
the kitchen sink stuff, where it's like, this song only has 100 riffs. We're coming up short somewhere, and just keep going. And then it's like doing math problems, just trying to put together this crazy shit. But did that for a while, played with bands like, I remember opening up for Pantera, like back in the day. Yeah, up in World Stage, up in Nyack. Playing with those guys. I remember Pantera when they had eyeliner on and weird haircuts.
Like 89, 90, like before
Before the Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah. It was actually the last time we opened up for them was the Cowboys from Hell tours when they first kicked that off, and it was amazing. They like threw M80s at us, and they came out with one of our shirts on, and we were all like, "Holy shit!" We made it. But yeah, I played with those guys for a while, and then just bands here and there, and just going along. Danny's got the big shit.
He's got the juice.
Yeah,
he's got
The juice, man. Danny's a rock star.
I've been around a little bit, as some of the people to know. I've been playing music my whole life, done a bunch of little things here and there. But the thing I did the most was a band called Gothic Slam.
Okay.
And we did an independent record in 1988 that was on Tord Records. And then at that time, it was different because when you made a record, it was special, man. Now everybody can make a record. You get on a computer, you can make a record. Anybody can make a record now.
No.
But back then, people were like, holy cow, man, how'd you do that, And there was a couple of bands like us, Attacker from Hoboken, and they're still around doing their thing. They play all over the place. They're doing their true metal thing and do their thing. But back then, it was kind of, there was like us, Attacker, and maybe one other band that we were making albums and going to recording studios, and nobody could record anything. You could on a 4-track, but not on a professional level. And then our second record got picked up by CBS Epic Records, and we had made a video, Who Died and Made You God.
Right.
We were like, Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers
Like
Ball, bro.
Yeah, it was like it was like the third,
Yeah.
fourth episode of Headbangers Ball. We were
Get the fuck out of here.
one of the earlier episodes.
Now I gotta go back.
Yeah,
and
it's on
fucking see this
YouTube, man.
shit.
You can check it out, man. It's on there. But
The early Headbangers Ball
Ricky
was great. There
Rockman.
was so many variations of
Yeah.
metal and different things.
But we
swinging.
were like
It was
on the
cool.
early ones with Ricky Rackman when he had the long hair. Like we went with Cinderella and somebody else. Man,
Dude, I might even
that
have
band.
like one of the. I still have a lot of like VHS of Headbangers Ball.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a
reminiscing-
couple too. They
yeah.
got ruined in Sandy though. My shit got all soaking wet and ruined. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, we were, we were on with Brittany Fox and I think Cinderella back then. Man, it was weird.
At the
it was
girls'
yeah,
school.
It was weird. It was fun though.
Brittany Fox, funny.
Yeah, we played and we toured. We've opened. One thing I could say is like we were there in the beginning, part of that whole thrash metal era. We played with a lot of Nuclear Assault, MOD.
Oh, man.
We opened up for Suicidal Tendencies at the Ritz with Creator.
Dude,
you
you're
know,
a flag
yeah.
bearers right now,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
playing, holding that torch from back in the day. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, well, yeah, we didn't realize it back then, and we didn't get to go further because of business, and we didn't know what we're doing. But like I said, the drummer's doing good. Dave's in El Nino, he's doing his thing, and these guys, and we had our moment. But we were part of that era in the beginning of thrash, and we played with a lot of thrash metal bands that. Scatterbrain, all these bands,
Wow, fun.
Propane when they were the Crumb Suckers, we opened up with them. We played with Pantera as well at the Airport Music Hall, although we didn't get to play because we got there late. But that was the first time when I saw them come out, there was like 75 people in the audience, man. And then once I saw them, I was like, the whole game has changed. It was like, wow, these guys, this is something different. And we all looked at each other like, there's a new guard in the house, So, yeah, Diamond, those guys... They were great, man. When I was like, we didn't know shit about them. We had seen some shit, But then when we saw them live, we were like, wow, these
No,
guys
man.
are badass.
Dime
man.
was like a whole. He was like to me like the new Eddie Van Halen. bro.
Yeah, no, man, they were incredible, man. And like I said, we played in this big place, and there was like 7,500 people, man. And we were just standing like, wow. I was just like, me personally, I was like, the game is over.
Right.
These guys just flipped the whole thrash metal because they brought groove and soul,
Yeah.
which was something that I was like, that's what I was thinking of, but nobody's getting it. Not just fast, but being soulful and, with a with a good groove. Yeah, and that was it. And I was like, So we did some stuff. It didn't go further for us, and I just kept playing. Other guys have gone on. Billy Janice, he plays in his band, and Claude did some stuff, and he had passed away, and just recently last year. But I've always been playing locally, playing bass in a band, playing guitar, doing my own solo stuff, ghetto, beatdown. I've done a bunch of things, man, and that's it. And just I'm always gonna do it no matter what. And then I know these guys a long time. I was in On 3 with before he was in it, and I played guitar. I was playing rhythm guitar. And Kev was in the band at that time. And then when I left, he joined them. And then as the years gone on, I wasn't really doing nothing, looking for something. And I know Brian, we talked, and they were like,
All right, well, before we get into the I'm a little fucking buzzed here, people.
That's
Nice.
okay.
Before we get into the thing called ThunderBeaver.
okay,
Let's play one of your jams, bro.
all right, man, let's do that.
Let's do it.
What do you want to hear, man?
Party time, man. Let's do party time since it's the holiday weekend. Let's put our beers up.
All right, there we go.
It is the holiday weekend.
Cheers up.
Cheers up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Right there.
Salute to everybody, to the
Salute.
Lord, whoever you
There we
believe
go.
in. God bless y'all. Party time, man. This is just a fun rock song, man.
Here we go. ThunderBeaver party time.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, fellas. Very cool. That was party time.
I'll hit it. Yeah, I'll do it.
There we go.
ThunderBeaver party time.
Yeah, that's just a
Fucking badass song, dog.
just a straight up
Thank
rocker.
you. Thank you.
Y'all motherfuckers, when you hear this, bro, you gotta fucking see that shit live.
Yeah. Or
Straight
man, what you do, man, you crank it up in your car, man. It's a good one when you roll the windows down when it's warm and just
Yeah.
crank it, man. It's just rock, man.
It's old rock and roll,
Yo,
and you can light
smoke that
us.
shit, bro.
Alright.
Jay.
I can?
Right,
Yes.
smoke
All
it.
right. Cool.
I am,
It's just rock, man.
It's legal in New Jersey now, isn't it?
Almost.
I'm gonna wait. He's gonna burn. I don't want to get him on.
Yeah, turn that off.
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
I was getting
You can take pictures.
I was getting the liquid things,
And we got our camera too. Anyway.
the juice.
Oh yeah, well he's gonna get burned anyway, so you're hit.
Dee 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 dum.
All right, well, you know what, D man?
I got an idea.
I,
Go
didn't-
ahead.
I cut you off before.
All right, no
Now,
problem.
now tell us, how did the Beaver start?
The Beaver didn't start. The Beaver was hoodless. The Beaver started.
So you just
It was hoodless. I
Okay.
came. Brian had asked me.
was that a trade?
No,
Was
no.
that
No, I wasn't really doing that. I was doing my own thing, but I was a little frustrated because I could never find people to help me do what I want to do.
Okay.
They get mad. They're like, oh, yeah, and whatever. People start off and then they're like, oh, it's all about, I'm like, well, man, I don't know what you want to do. I never found people as dedicated. I do this for real. People they want to do it, but when it tails the work, they fall off to the side. So I've been through 1 million people in Union City, a lot of people. I've played with a lot of
There's a
different
lot of
people.
fucking flakes out there, bro.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants to do something, but when it comes to doing it, they don't want to do it. They can't.
It's about the talk. Then when the fucking action comes to play, they're like, nah, I gotta go.
Everybody wants to be cool, but they don't want to put in the work. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But that's why when there's cover bands, because they do it and then they meet and then whatever. But whatever. I've been like I said, but ThunderBeaver started because it was hoodless,
Okay.
and then Brian had asked me, hey, come, would you come down and think? I was like, maybe I'll try to join hoodless.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was like, I came down to a couple rehearsals, I sang it, but the thing, it wasn't me.
No.
It wasn't me. I'm like, I sang the songs that the guy sang prior, and I wasn't into it as much. So I was like, Brian, listen, man, if we're going to do something, let's just start from the beginning. New name, new songs, new everything.
Yeah.
And then, you think about it. But I don't want to be hoodless because that was hoodless, and I'm not the same guy as the singer you had, and I don't want to sing those songs.
Exactly.
So then, I guess he thought of it. They thought of it and talked about it for a while, and they called me. So we just started from scratch, and it's been like 2 years now. 2 years we've been doing it.
Where'd you get the name?
I think Brian and us.
Is that a motorcycle reference?
Yeah, it is. It's an actually, people think it's
Sex.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's really an empowering word for women. It's ThunderBeaver, and it's for women that ride bikes and women that are strong.
Awesome.
And it's also a little dirty, a little fun,
Yeah, it
little
is.
cute.
No, I dig it.
You know, it's a little sexy. It's a little
No.
I met some people.
It's
Yo,
perfect placement, believe me or not. And I like your logo and the thing.
We got the V.
Yeah.
You know, we got
Cool.
there.
No, definitely.
After a lot of time, we were a little. I was a little worried. You know, some people like, yo, you know, it's a little this and that. I'm like,
Well,
dude, it's just fun,
When
man.
I talk
you
to my
know?
friends, I call you Thunder Pussy.
Nice.
I go,
Yeah,
"Yo,
but
that's a fucking
There is a
Thunder
band.
Pussy."
There is a band called
Thunder
Thunder Pussy.
That's why he's a Thunder Beaver?
Yeah,
No, you
yeah,
would have
yeah,
been Thunder Pussy?
Well, we didn't want to be that blatant and
Yeah,
be that,
right.
you know, we
Not
didn't want to be
everybody's
that,
built for
you
that.
know.
Of course.
We
Seattle.
left it to the connotation, you know, ThunderBeaver, and some people like it. A lot of people like it, but there was a couple people like, hey, you know, it's a little, but like, yo, it's just fun, and it's not
That's rock and roll.
putting anybody
You
down.
can't get fucking mad at everything.
Everybody,
bro.
you know,
Too
but-
PC, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of here,
but
you know?
and also it's an empowering word because,
Exactly.
and I do it for, I like in my term for. I see women riding bikes that are strong and they ride it, and I'm like, yo, there goes a ThunderBeaver, man. You know what I mean? And it's got those connotations. It's cute. It's a little sexy, a little dirty, little rock and roll. That's all, man.
And I guarantee you, I don't think the fucking women that ride the bikes get in mind called ThunderBeaver.
They don't give a shit.
You know,
You know?
you know.
No, they
I
don't
don't
care.
think they'd be a mind called Thunder Pussy.
It was always
Probably
meant to
not.
be. It was always meant to be a fun thing and actually a cool thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's where that came from. And I don't know. I think Brian. Well, I don't know who actually said it, but we were putting words together.
Yeah,
We
we
were just
were
putting
doing
words
some weird
together.
shit. We were smoking some weed, and we started throwing words together.
Yeah.
We were like, what was it? Something pillow, crushing pillow? I don't know. It was like weird shit. We were
Went
like
through
Thunder
everything you
Beaver.
could ever do, and then we got
Exactly.
Thunder Beaver.
And then when you pick a name for a band, it just rolls off the tongue. You know, ThunderBeaver. It just and everybody we tell, they're like, yo, that's a great name.
Yo, why was that one guy at the club there? They're like, yeah, well, we want to play here. Oh, yeah, what's the name of your band? Thunder Beaver. Fuck yeah.
He was like, yeah.
You know,
He was like, just the
"Fuck
name
yeah."
alone, man. It sounds badass. You guys can play, man. I'm
Some
like,
places you can get gigs under name alone. Other
Yeah.
places they turn you away.
no biker bar following type thing.
Well, we've
Working
got,
on that?
we're trying to
Yeah,
get,
we
you
get some
know,
people
you
like
know,
that,
which
yeah.
we're trying. We haven't gotten any gigs like that because you have to have a lot of songs. We're not up there yet. We don't have a big repertoire of songs.
What is 8? About 8?
We got, you know, we're up
A
to
little bit more. I mean,
Yeah,
we
12.
don't play like everything we have, but
Right.
like we just keep writing and keep going, you know. And we it's like when we were doing the Hoodless stuff, we had like so many
Yeah, so
songs
many
and so
songs.
much shit, and it was just like, all right, so what are you doing with all this shit, you know? So with this is we're trying to stay, you know, compact, you know, do like nice short sets
Yeah.
because. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and there's a lot of times when I hear a band, I'm like, this band is good, but they're fucking here too long.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
on
what I'm
stage too
saying?
long. You're
It's
like,
like,
yo,
it's like maybe
Yep.
5 songs ago,
Yeah,
we
you're
could
right.
have been
You know
done,
what?
and I would have liked you
You're
more.
right.
you
But they
know?
need that. Or they could put another band on, though, in that time.
Right.
It seems like they need
Yeah.
they look like they look back sometimes. They're like,
Yeah.
some bands ruin themselves by being on stage too long. You know, I like
Right.
punching people and walking out, and they're like, "Who the fuck was
Yeah,
that?"
that's-
But like, if
Exactly.
you're gonna do like a biker thing and it's just your band, you have to give them a good amount of time. You know, so we don't have the stockpiling of songs yet that we're working on to do a big show by ourselves. We're not looking to headline anything, but we will do a biker party. But to be on stage only for 40 minutes or whatever, these guys want you to be on a little longer. So we're working this year. We're working on more songs, adding more songs, recording more songs, and then we'll have a bigger repertoire of shit to be on stage a little longer. You know, so,
And we really take our time with stuff, you know, like we put I know when we did the Hoodless stuff, we did like an album in 2006, then we did one in 2010. It was 4 years.
Yeah.
But you have, you know, I mean, I don't shit diamonds, you know, like so like some stuff I write is shit, you know, so I got to dig through shit,
Yeah.
and then we figure it out as we go along.
As
you
these guys, as musicians, they have to write a lot, and then they figure out what they dig, what they know. Me, I'm like, whatever it is, man, I'll just put the words to it, and let, well, you know, if it's moving for me and I can feel it, I'm good. But these guys get it, like Brian and the drummer are real musical, and they want things which is good. But sometimes in rock and roll, it doesn't have to be, you know, it's just rock and roll, bro. Let it be.
Tell us.
He's like that, man. He just lets it roll. You know what I mean?
I'm a fucking ape with a guitar.
tell us
you
about
know,
the
I
two
don't
other
know.
guys. The
Brian-
two non-members here.
Yeah,
Tell us
what-
who they are.
Oh, those guys are the shit, man. Brian and
Mr.
Carter.
Carter, Mr.
Oh,
Carter.
Yeah, Brian and Carter.
Oof.
Carter.
Ooh,
They,
monsters. Monsters.
they've met and fell in love in Oberlin Music Conservatory,
Oof.
and they've been playing together.
So
They've been
forever.
gay ever
So
since.
their music school taught.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you? No.
Union City, the
You're
street
the
in
Joe
the
Perry.
parking lot.
They're the other guy. I got you.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah, the parking lot in Jersey City is where I learned.
That's what's up. All right.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's always a good match, though.
That is,
You know,
actually.
works.
It's frustrating sometimes, but
right?
it is a good match.
Because you maybe not speak their language, but you do, but not what they're, not
We
the terms.
speak in da 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 da
Da, da,
doom,
da,
da
da. And they're
da.
like BC to the
Right.
TF and major chord
Basically.
9, and I'm like, I'm retarded. I don't know what you're
I'll be
saying.
right back.
Yeah, but sometimes the whole music theory thing really doesn't flow that. To me, it doesn't flow that well in
Right.
rock and roll.
You're right.
You know?
Some
But-
people it works for. I mean, it depends, on where you're coming from and how you're trying to approach it. Like I
Right.
said, like I like rhythms and I like to just,
As long
just
as you're
let
not
my
trying
right
to be
hand
Dream
go.
Theater, you
No.
could come up with something in a
No,
couple songs a week.
I'm not that good.
No, to
You
me,
know what I'm
to
saying?
me-
I listen to those guys.
Right. And go.
Brian and the drummer could be in Dream Theater. Me and this guy can't be in the Ramones, dude. What are you talking about?
To me, Finn, you're more or less like a drummer on guitar.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? When I was playing thrash music and I was trying all different picking, I would do paradiddles.
Okay.
And that would be like my picking patterns, like
There you
you know.
go.
Yeah, and I would do that stuff until I don't know, man. I'd be fucking bouncing off the wall. And then after a while, though, I was just like, okay, let me get into more of a groove.
Dude, it's all about
You
the
gotta
fucking,
do
it's all about
everything,
the
and
rhythm
then
in
It's
your
about
hands.
rhythm,
throw it
man.
back.
It's about
Come
rhythm.
back to
Yeah.
what you learned.
But,
So-
but basically, it's
Like
like
groove.
two schooled guys and two kids that were smoking pot in the parking lot that didn't, So, but it helps. We help each other, but sometimes it gets frustrating, and we gotta. But they help him get better. They help me get better, but sometimes we're also like, dude, take it easy. It's only rock and roll. We're not. You
yeah,
don't have to.
sometimes.
You don't
I
have
mean,
to. You don't have to be perfect. It's fucking have fun.
I think you should always try to play with people that are better than
Always,
you.
if you
know,
can.
Just always, anybody who you think is better than you, play with
with
them,
them.
and just don't even worry about it, man.
That's why I feel lucky. I'm like, wow, at least I got.
Just throw it out and get songs out. I mean, some of the simplest songs are like the hardest shit to write. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Nah.
The only thing I feel good about is I'm not the only, mongoloid. It's me and him. I got somebody to be like, yo, I'm not the only one that don't know what's going on here.
I kind of know. I just play stuff, but I just go, oh, what? Hey, what?
Well, you're
No,
good.
but-
Well, I just don't know.
I mean, I'm basically self-taught, whatever, just listening to stuff, and
The ear, baby.
you
That's
meet
it.
a couple. Yeah, you meet a couple of people. They
Carter's a-
show you what a power chord is, and then you're off.
You've heard Hoodless. Carter's a great drummer. Brian's an awesome bass player and keyboard player.
piano player,
piano
keyboard
player.
player, everything.
I don't know what else he does. He's a monster,
He's
bro. He's a
amazing.
monster.
Does a lot of shit, and Carter too, man. Carter
they're
knows his
monsters.
shit.
I'm happy to be playing
For
with
a
guys
drummer.
at the level that they play at. You know what I mean? It backs up what I got to do. I don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you got a good team.
these
behind
guys,
you, bro.
if I'm quarterback and you got the right guys behind you, you feel good. You're like, whatever, man.
I hate to use a sports reference. I
Yeah,
don't watch
I-
sports.
me
but
neither,
You're
too.
like Troy Aikman, bro, back in the fucking 90s when he had the great ass line.
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes I fumble the ball, but they're like, all right, man, we'll just keep it moving. That's
Fuck
it.
the Cowboys.
I'm sorry. I'm
Nah,
sorry,
fuck
Mark.
y'all,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Yeah. He said for the Cowboys.
Even his fucking headphones.
I love the analogy.
He's even got them blue.
Sorry, Red Sox, Cowboys.
All right, let's not do the sports thing before everybody
Uh-oh.
starts picking up microphones and hitting each
That's
other.
another podcast.
That's
There you
another
go.
podcast. Save that one.
What do you want to do? Want to spin another tune? Give me something to play, guys.
Yeah, of us or
Yeah,
Dancing
that's
in
it.
the Sun, man. These are the ones. These are the pop. These are the summertime. This is another good one. You roll your windows down. It's just a fun song.
I mean, I don't know if we can get away with playing fucking Gothic Slam. You know, you guys are signed and shit.
Yeah, you can play that shit. Nobody give a fuck.
What did you say,
I don't give a fuck.
I
I'll burn a
don't give a
motherfucker.
fuck.
I
he
got
said.
it on this motherfucker.
Put it on, man. Put on some MIDI if you got it, man. Put on some shit, man. You can play anything you want, man. It's a free for
I'm gonna
all.
look up fucking
Midian.
Midian tonight. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
that shit up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
rip that shit and put it on. That's gonna be on our fucking rotation.
Yeah, they just did a thing in like 2010. They put out an
He
anthology
remastered it, right?
for some record company in China,
you're in there.
Death Zone Records or something. They did a whole booklet, and it's crazy.
Because we just need one motherfucker in the band to say we can play it.
Yeah,
And then
you
I'll be
can
like-
play
Go
anything
ahead,
you
yeah.
want, motherfucker. They
Whatever.
come, let them come get me.
Then I'll be like, yo, he said we could play
Yeah,
it.
you.
motherfucker.
And I'll be like, yeah, and what? Play any Gothic Slam song you want. They'll be doing them a favor.
So
Here we go,
somebody plays it.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm just happy people still listen to it.
Meanwhile, we're gonna play some Thunderbeaver Dancing in the Sun, and D, we might have to dig up some.
I got
Slam.
Gothic Slam on the fucking shit, bro.
Man,
We're
you
gonna
kick
play.
it.
We're gonna play some.
You
Gothic
play a little
Slam,
Gothic,
bro.
get them with one.
Do what we do first, and we'll be back. Dancing in the Sun, Thunderbeaver.
God bless y'all. Yeah. That's Dancing in the Sun, baby.
Motherfuckers,
Cool.
that's the ThunderBeaver right
That
there.
is the beach song, man. You have fun. You be cruising down there, down the shore, wherever you go, and you fucking
Yeah.
open the windows. That's another one.
I got to get that on my player. Drive
Nah, I remember
my little Holiday Inn run. My music on.
I copped that
Boom.
shit when you guys were playing in Bayonne, bro, and you guys had to, you guys were walking around or whatever. I was like, yo, I gotta get a ThunderBeaver fucking CD.
Nice.
Right on, right on,
Nice.
right on.
I knew when I saw the logo. I didn't have to hear the music.
That's
One of those. You go, this is gonna match.
Yeah.
Something about it. I knew, and who it was, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's it. People are liking it. We just gotta record some new songs, and we're gonna be making a video.
Okay.
We're gonna be making a video for the song Party.